So welcome to lesson 7 4/10, multiplying fractions by whole numbers. That sounds familiar. So why are we looking at multiplying fractions by whole numbers? Well, if you recall, in the last lesson, we looked at multiples of fractions, like the third multiple, and 1/2 would be 3/2. Today we're going to be looking at and building on that lesson on how to multiply fractions by whole numbers. So I gave you an equation last time with some letters in it and no numbers. And I'm going to do the same thing this time just to get you kind of used to seeing those and thinking about what's going on. So basically each of these letters represents a number. So this N is going to represent our whole number that we are multiplying. And then A over B is going to represent whatever fraction it is that we are multiplying times the whole number. So I have an equal sign here because what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole number times the numerator, so that's why this says N times A, and then we're going to put that over the denominator, which is B. So let's take a look at what does that all mean. Here's our first example. And let's say that we have the problem 3 times 4/5. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 3 and I'm going to multiply it times this 4, our numerator. So that's what this 3 times 4 represents. And then I'm going to take that times 1/5. 3 times 4 gives me 12, and then I bring down that 1/5 because we haven't multiplied that yet. And now we have 12 times 1/5. Oh, well, this is similar to what we did with our multiples in the last lesson. So basically I take the 12 times the 1 and I put that over the denominator of 5. So that equals 12/5. And then, of course, we can convert that into a mixed number if we would like. So 12 divided by 5, is going to be 2 with a remainder of 2, and then we put that over our denominator. So 2 and 2/5 is what we can turn that into. So let's take a look at the next problem that I have here. I have 3 times 5/5, and basically what I'm going to do is break that up. So I'm going to bring my 3 over here, and I'm going to multiply that times 5 times 1/8. So we're going to do 3 times 5, and we're going to put that here in parentheses, and then times 1/8. 3 times 5 gives me 15. Then I still have to multiply that times the 1/8, so that comes down. 15 times 1 is 15, and then I bring my 8 down here. So then I can turn that into a mixed number. So what is 15 divided by 8? So 2/8 is 16, so that's too big. So it's going to be one whole number. And then what is 15 minus 8? What's my remainder? 7/8. So our mixed number would be 1 7/8. So basically with these problems that I have shown you today, we can actually use 3 different methods to solve the equations, but I only demonstrated the third one, which is use an equation. Because that was the quickest one. We know that we can take out our fraction number line and we can use that to help us. And we also know that we can draw pictures. So you may be doing several of those models in class, but the drawing the picture and the fraction number line are not new. So that's why I didn't go over those today. So in class, we will work with partners and use visual fraction models. So you might have your fraction circles, number lines to help solve multiplication problems using fractions and whole numbers. Mission accomplished. See you next time.